to show you that I did it.
Right.
So I said, we're going to do it. So I called Eric and I said, okay, get a flyer together. We're going to send it to people, and we're going to have a packing party. We're going to call it a Pads and Pawns party. And she was like, okay. She got an actual venue. She said, okay, we can have food. My mom was the caterer. She fussed the entire way. We got everybody together, and one of my friends said, what are we going to wear? And I was like, oh, no, y'all doing too much. We was just supposed to get together. I said, well, we can wear tie-dye. And everybody was like, okay. We made tie-dye t-shirts. We had music. One of my friends made a playlist, and we shut down Tyrone Bryant Library in Oswald Park. They literally said, you guys have to go, like, because it was a party. Like, we had some of my students from Northeast High School, some of my mentees, church members, family, friends, and on one day, we did 15,000 items, on one day. And the reason why we did 15,000 items, I worked for Walgreens for 12 years. And I had a manager mentor who seen what we were doing on social media. She said, whatever you get, we'll match. And I said, okay. I called her, I said, Ms. D, I have 7,400 products. She said, Eubanks. We thought you were gonna do like 300, 500. I said, I have 7,400, I need you to match it, but I need you to match me at 7,500. And she said, I'll see. The district manager, who's over the managers in Walgreens and Broward County, called me and said, we'll match you 7,500. We did 15,000 products in one day for my 30th birthday. So I said, okay, God, I done did it, saved my seat up there, I'm good. I can sing, I can do whatever I want, because I done did my good deed. Nobody did this, I'm good. A few weeks later, I had a shelter call and say, hi, we're looking for Ashley Eubanks. I said, this is her. And they said, do you have any more of those bags? And I said, no. Oh my goodness, we don't have any more, we gave them out. And we don't have any more, to give the women. Someone just came and asked us. And I said, okay, I'll see what I can do. I called my dad, and he says, this is it. And I said, no, I don't want this to be it. And he said, no, this is it. And I said, no, I don't want this to be it. I said, this is not profitable. And he says, this will pay you more than you can ever earn. So this is what we did. So that was in 2016. And in 2016, I thought we would just give and we could give, and that's it. And now people hear the story and they say, well, how many have you given? And I said, we've given a little bit. Why are you laughing, Tanya? So how many, let's guess how many we've given in 2 years.
Over a million.
Oh, wait, y'all really pushing.
Yeah.
No, we're really close.
Oh.
So we're about to hit 500,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but before she asked me some questions, I always tell people it's all about just starting. That's it. Because either it's going to be a passion project or it's going to be something that moves you because you enjoy doing it and it's going to be profitable. If it's a passion project, it doesn't matter if you're not going to start or not. God will push you. I did not want to be the pad lady. When I get out to the Broward County Library and I get out my car, I don't know if my name is on my tag. I don't know if they know this. I don't know. But when I get out, I can't even get out good. The pad lady's here. It's the pad lady. And I'm like, oh my. And hey, pad lady. And I'm like, no, how you doing? And I want to give them back. But I take pride in that because they just say the pad lady. They don't have to know my name, but they know I'm coming with relief. You get what I'm saying? So when you talk about doing your passion, you cannot pay me to do this work. Just like you can't pay what you want to do. You can't pay it. And I think that when people say, well, you do all this work and you don't get paid, I get paid. Because we have things that we have to pay with nonprofit, and at one point it was coming out of my pocket. And sometimes I'll call and say, hey, I'm making a payment. Oh, it's paid. And when people used to stand up in church, I'm like, they testifying. And my grandfather's a pastor, and he just retired for 34 years. And we used to sit in those church services, and my brother's like, you know they're lying. And I'm like, no, it's not. Ain't no, they say your balance is zero. We used to be like, shh. Girl, please. But I have had those calls. I told Tanya today, you buy Kotex. We have been applying with them for so long. Since we started, my dad applied, I applied, my sister applied. Same, you buy Kotex, Kimberly Clark. Denied. I had an ex-boo that worked for them that put our stuff, denied. He upset about to lose his job. How you can't do this, look at them. Denied. And I just said, forget him. We're going to keep grinding. And kept doing it. And one day I prayed and I said, God, whatever is for the beauty initiative, send it to us. Send it to us when we're ready. And I literally had a storage, and I had my personal furniture in there. And my dad came from Texas, and we're clearing it out. And I said, I don't understand why we're not getting stuff, from these major companies. And I said, because we got looked over, and this little girl is doing maybe 150 bags a month, and we're moving 500 bags a month. That's 10 products per bag. No one's beating us at this giving game. I tell you, you ain't gonna outgive me. Only person I'm competing with is God. I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna give it when I don't have it. And he says, your time will come. And I'm like, all right, Mr. Eubanks. And I told him, I said, but even if somebody would bless us today, we don't even have the room. Because my furniture was in there. I was using it personal, and when we moved it, my furniture, and I moved it my place, Eubanks Kotex called me. And they said, we're looking for Ashley Eubanks, the Beauty Initiative. And I said, this is her. Well, this is so-and-so from Kimberly Clark. I said, because you know how this is, girl. Hello, yes. How are you today? Fine. Didn't even ask the lady how she was doing. God was nowhere in the mix. And she was like, okay then. And I was like, I said, can I help you? Yeah, she was like, well, we wanted to offer me. I didn't apply. And I was like, this last time I applied, just going off. And something said, I know it's the Holy Spirit, like, shut up, Ashley. But sometimes you'll get before yourself. But I still sat on the phone like this. And she says, we've seen that you partnered with the National Diaper Bank. I said, yes, we fought to get on that list. Still being sassy. And she says, you cover the South Florida region. I said, yes, Palm Beach, Miami, and Broward. She says, we have a promo and campaign going with Walmart. Every one product that's sold by Kotex, we donate 2 products. I said, She says, your organization was chosen. I said, And she says, we're going to send you 100,000 products. And I said, hello. And I said, thank you. They sent the email. My sister said, check the email. Check the email. I called and they said, Thanksgiving, it should be there. We got a call. I said, well, how many pallets is it? And they said, I'm thinking 2 pallets. Okay, 2 pallets. She says, 5 pallets. I said, 5 pallets? It was coming off the truck. I tell you no lie. I had to, before it came off the truck, I told Tanya, I had to go into my leasing office and say, I need another garage. And they were like, what's the problem? I said, we got a big order. And I said, well, let me go outside and talk to my dad. Daddy, how are we going to pay for this? We need this, we need that. He said, I'll split it with you. Went back in, the manager said, they told me what you do. And I said, because I'm like, come on, how much? I'm getting anxious. And she says, we'll pay for it. And I said, say what? She says, we'll pay for it as long as you need it. I said, okay. So when they gave me the call, it said 5 pallets. When it was coming down, literally, it gives me chills now. They not only gave us 100,000, they gave us another 100,000.
Wow.
Now, won't it give you double for your trouble? Wow. They give you chills.
Yeah.
Then another company called us last week. They're going to give us 53,000. So all you have to do is start. Dude, made me want to cry. Never cry. But all you have to do is start. And it literally, like I wrote down something like, who is your tribe? Our team, I call them the Shiro Squad. Because they don't have to come here today. They don't have to call me and say, Ash, do good. They don't have to do that because I carry them with me. Because I know that y'all are going to be them rooting for me. So when you build your tribe, it needs to be someone you inspire. Someone who inspires you. Someone who supports you. Someone you support. Someone who celebrates you. Someone you can celebrate. It's all a give and take. My father feeds into me, I feed him right back into my sister. My mom celebrates me, I celebrate my older aunt who needs it from someone. She doesn't get it. So I think when you're building your tribe, you can't do this alone. People want to scream self-made. God made you first. Then after that, your parents are the first ones that, mold you. So we all need each other. I heard her say styling. I need some styling tips. All I do is sling tampons. I don't care about that. And if I would have known this was a bit intimate, I would have been some Chucks, tiny though, and some jeans. But you never know. I know Lorraine. Know her since little girls. So you never know who you know. She's a big supporter of us. So that's just a little bit of my story. And we're pushing. But if I can say anything before we get to the questions, know who your tribe is. But when you collect people, you got to push them back out too. Because that's where your blessings come from. You just can't take. And you just can't pour. Somebody has to pour into you and you pour it back out. So we sling tampons, but somebody's pouring into me like, Eubanks, don't give up. Like I always have somebody random text when I'm in the storage, praying, crying. And somebody say, I just want to let you know I'm proud of you. And then I'm like, oh, now I can't give up. But sometimes you just don't want to do it. And people don't tell you that about entrepreneurship. This stuff is rough and it's lonely. It's lonely. It is very, very lonely. It's fulfilling, but it can be lonely. So I tell my friends all the time, people say it's lonely at the top, but I'm taking everybody I can with me. Because whatever you say, people say, how can I do a 501c3? Oh, this is all you have to do. Because I don't want to be up there by myself. And I just don't want to be up there with black women. I want to be up there with all women. So I want to take everybody that will allow me to pour into them, and whatever your specialty is, pour it right back into me, because I need it. People say, what can I do? I say, pray for me. Because some things I have to go alone. But you have to take people with you. Because when I go on these meetings, they say, Ashley Eubanks, and I stand up, and I can see the faces. This looks like they mad. And I'm like, how you doing? And I'll tell them all the time, like, I'm very professional, but I'm straight out of a lot of them manners. So whatever you want, baby, I'll give it to you. But I'd rather give you the nice, saved, Holy Ghost feel. I'm on the battlefield for the Lord, instead of I went to Dillard High School. But it's like, I want to take people with me. And if I have to be the one in the forefront, I'll do it. Because people that come behind me, when I seen the little girl actually selling lemonade, that was me. That was me. I've been a hustler, but I've always done it the right way. And now I just do it crazily for free. But everybody has to have somebody. So you have to ask yourself, who's in your tribe? I'm going to let you question.
Wasn't that beautiful, y'all?